Good morning and welcome back to Gaming with ADHD, where today we are going to continue our playthrough of Shadowrun Returns, the PC game that came out a few years back. Before we do that, though, I do want to just take a quick minute to remind everyone about the Frog Knights Kickstarter from my friend Tom Mason. I had him on the show a couple of weeks ago talking about his Kickstarter, and he's about $500 away from the first stretch goal of $7,500, which will unlock the Tadpoleman Banner Pullman, which you can see this little guy right here. So if you are into miniatures games, absolutely give it a look and back it if you're interested. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get the game going. So give me a moment. Anyways, so I am sorry I did not do my stream last night. I just I wasn't feeling it. So unfortunately, that happens sometimes. All right. So, anyways, let's see here. All right. So yes, we had just done the side quest for Coyote, and we are heading back to the Seamstresses Union to finish putting together a crew. So that's where I'm at. But happy Friday, everyone. Let's see, who is John Bartlett? Cherry Bomb flags you down as you walk through the door. Hey, Gerbrecht, there's a woman looking for you. Jessica something. She's waiting for you by the stage. Bellevue type. Wouldn't order anything. Wouldn't touch anything. I think she's afraid of diseases or something. Thanks, Cherry. No charge, chummer. Let's see. Why is the bar so empty? We don't get much action in the early afternoon. Just a few salarymen slumming Touristville and hoping to talk to Madame Sinful and some diehard regulars. Madame Sinful? That's what the downtown folks call Mrs. Kubota. It's a Touristville thing. They like her to have a naughty name like that. Who's around? I just got in, but I think Coyote's cleaning the back bar. Mr. Delilah is hanging out in his usual place. The vendors downstairs came in a few minutes after me. Oh, and Bartlett's here. Don't think you've met him. Who's Bartlett? John Bartlett. Big presence at the end of the bar. He's in the biz, connected. You might want to meet him. Is that guy still bothering you? You mean my ex, Shane? Yeah. No, he hasn't been in since the last time. No calls or pages or handwritten notes either. Weird. He was so persistent. I guess he finally got the message. Maybe he'll find someone at that Universal Brotherhood of his and settle down. All right, I'm going to have a look around. Have fun. Let's meet Mr. John Bartlett. Hey, guy, what's shaking? Have you looked around? There's a whole lot of shaking going on. I got something that might rock your world if you've got time. Time is money. I'm listening. You ever hear of the Nephilim Network? Of course you have. All in-the-know guy like you has to have heard of, or an in-the-know guy like you has to have heard of the premier merc team out there. If you say so. We're a tight unit. We cost a bit more than the common rabble, but we're worth it. Okay, sounds great. Okay. So this I'm kind of excited about. I finally found the Kickstarter extra code and it unlocked this guy. Ghost of Grizzled Veteran. Hey, I know you. You're Gerbrecht. Thanks again for your help back in 2012. Holy crap, this game came out 10 years ago. What can I do for you today? What are you doing here? Damned if I know. While I was alive, I wish I'd written Harry Potter because I'd be incredibly rich and have brought joy to endless millions. Now in death, I wish I'd written Harry Potter because I would be haunting Hogwarts instead of this dive. Got any stories today? Well, picking up on the last story. Wow. Well, that's annoying. Looks like it's tied to the where you are in the story, and so I missed the first part. Basically, if you are unaware, the grizzled veteran is actually Jordan Weissman, the founder of FOSSA and one of the original designers of Shadowrun. And so basically he tells you the story of where Shadowrun came from. Anyways, so according to Scott Burfeld, what happened next was me calling him on the phone to tell him all the Mayan calendar stuff and about the Sixth World, going on and on with tons of details I'd come up with. What I didn't realize was that it was about 2 a.m. when I called and past 3 a.m. when he finally begged me to let him go back to sleep. Got any goodies for me today? Let's Dock Wagon Basic Trauma Kit. Let's send that to the stash. Anyway, so basically, if you weren't aware, Shadowrun was being developed at the same time as Cyberpunk, and Cyberpunk managed to launch first. And because of that, basically Shadowrun would have been Cyberpunk, essentially the same kind of thing. And so they needed to come up with a different way to present the game as opposed to just a copy of Cyberpunk. So that's where they added in the Mayan calendar and magic and threw everything, including the kitchen sink in, and we've got Shadowrun. So there's that. Jessica Watts with a yellow word balloon. At a glance, you can tell that Sam's sister Jessica is from a different world, the opposite of Sam in almost every way. Her suit is tailored, her eyes are sharp, her style exudes authority. Miss Watts? Jessica Watts? She eyes you up and down warily. She does a good job of hiding it, but it is clear that she is well outside her comfort zone. Yes, and you are? Name's Gerbrecht. I used to work with your brother Sam. I should have guessed. How's that? You look the type. Seedy. A woman who calls herself Coyote contacted me this morning to inform me that my brother was dead and that I should come to this place and speak to someone about an investigation. That's right, and I'm hoping you can help me get to the bottom of this. I don't know what use I'll be. Just answer a few questions is all. All right, but she furrows her brow, regarding you more critically. You're not with the police, are you? I'm getting that a lot lately, but no. By the look on her face, she is clearly struggling with this. I'll be honest, I would just as soon put this all behind me, and the fastest way to do that is through proper channels. Surely there's an official police investigation going on. Why not let the professionals handle this? I am a professional. But you must have better things to do than waste your time searching for whoever killed my low-life brother. First, Sam was my friend, and second, I'm being paid for my trouble. She seems genuinely surprised. Someone's paying you? I find it hard to believe that anyone who really knew Sam would put up the money. Who is it? Actually, Sam hired me himself. I don't understand. It's called a dead man's switch. It triggered when he died. Am I to believe that my drunken sot of a brother hired you to find the person who killed him after he died? Her boardroom mask drops momentarily, and in a sigh, she reveals a brief glimpse of real emotion. I left Seattle to get away from Sam and his bullshit. Now I'm back. He's dead, and I still have to deal with him. Jessica composes herself, and in a breath, the mask is back in place. Listen to me, Gerbrecht. You seem like a decent person, but I'm trying to move on with my life. Our mother killed herself last year, and Sam, well, Sam was Sam, you know? I've worked so hard to put my family issues behind me. I don't want to see this drag on. I would love nothing more than to give you closure, and quickly. I appreciate that, but I think I'd prefer to just let it be. No one else needs to get hurt. Your brother had my back when I needed him. I can't walk away from this. Are we talking about the same man? My brother was worthless, Gerbrecht. Worthless. He used people. She sighs. She's done. Never mind. I can see that you are not going to let this go, and I respect that you are honoring my brother's memory in your own way. But I hope you can understand how emotional this is for me. Jessica's demeanor immediately changes from reluctant to helpful in the span of a single meditative breath. Maybe you can do things in a way that the police can't, and maybe I can help. What do you need from me? Let's see. When was the last time you saw or spoke to Sam? It's been ages. I can't even remember. The bartender here recalls Sam complaining about arguments with his sister. Nothing? Not even a phone call? A letter? No, to be honest. I seldom thought of him before I got a call this morning. Where were you on the night of Sam's murder? I will overlook the implied accusation and tell you that I was at a fundraiser all evening. A very crowded fundraiser. Did Sam have any enemies? Sam's biggest enemy was Sam. I don't know of any others. You would likely know better than me these days. Were you and your brother close? I think I've made my feelings about Sam pretty clear, don't you? Sounds like you hated him. I suppose I came to hate him. Yes, it's largely why I left. Show her the picture of her and Sam as children. Where did you find this? Sam's bunk. I can't believe he kept this. It was one of the few possessions he'd had. She studies the old photo for several silent moments. What happened between the two of you? Things were different back then. We were different. We were a family. Then after our father died, things began to change, and we couldn't get back to a new normal. With our dad around, there was always a reassuring order to our lives. But after everything got mixed up, you can never really appreciate the importance of a person in your life until they're gone. The remorse plays wet across her eyes, and it seems that she's not just talking about her father. Jessica then steels herself to tell the rest. Sam tried to be, quote, the man of the house. He truly did, but he couldn't handle it, and pretty soon he had spent every dime of our father's life insurance. Every dime. After that was gone, with mom working 2-3 jobs, he spent all her money too. I couldn't just stand the way he abused her trust, so finally I had to leave. She holds the photo forward, one part of her ready to relinquish it along with the past and another looking to hold on to both. May I keep this? Sure, I got what I needed from it. Thank you. Tell me about your mother and her death. She was a devout Catholic. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say she sacrificed her life for Sam and me. But she turned a blind eye to what Sam was becoming, refused to acknowledge his downward slide. I couldn't watch her do it anymore, so I moved out. After I left, we drifted farther and farther apart. I wasn't here when she died. In fact, I didn't even know about it until I returned to Seattle 5 months ago. Where were you before you moved back here? Cal Free State. What brought you down there? It was less of what brought me there than what made me leave here. I felt lost in Seattle, so I moved to California to see if I could find myself. And did you? Actually, yes. While I was there, I developed a whole new outlook on life, a vision for what the world could become, and I came back here to help make it happen. I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you, Miss Watts. Just as well, I need to get back to the office. But before I go, you should know that I'm reinterring my mother's body tomorrow, and I'm arranging to have Sam buried with her. The funeral is tomorrow at Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament, 7 o'clock. You're more than welcome to attend. Wouldn't miss it. Goodbye, Gerbrecht. I hope you find what you're looking for. Stay safe. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Let's talk to Coyote. Coyote is wiping down the back bar. She doesn't stop when you approach. Keeps her eyes on her work. Hey. Hey, you okay? Yep, fine. Listen, Gerbrecht, I don't want to talk about what happened with Gino, okay? What's done is done. Gino's dead, I'm alive, and that's all there is to it. It's the Barons, right? Nothing more to do or say. I'm going to be looking for work, your kind of work. So if something comes up, keep me in mind. I will. Okay, I got to do this now. The afternoon checklist isn't going to finish itself. Dun, dun, dun. Glad to see you well, Gerbrecht. You too, Mr. Clue. What's the state of the troops? Combat ready, perhaps more so than usual. Tensions are up. Word got around about that latest Ripper killing, and people aren't feeling safe. And when people feel unsafe, they either go to the ground or they huddle up. You notice how empty the streets are these days? That's because everyone's either locked in their squats, holed up in places like this, or seeking refuge in the nearest Universal Brotherhood chapter house. Safety in numbers, chummer. Not that we need numbers here. I got it covered. Man your size covers a lot. Take care, big guy. Later. Let's see here. Let's spend some karma. I've been sitting on a lot of karma. Let's add a decking. Quickness. Range combat. I think that'll do it for now. Anyhow. All right, Mr. Delilah. If you are talking to me, there's business to transact. Am I right? Of course you're right. It's your job to be right. This is correct. You're a smart guy. What can I do for you, smart guy? I need to put a crew together. You got scratch? Or are you planning to pay me out of your earnings? How much is this going to cost me? Well, for your speed, hired help will run you about $1,200 a head. If you start taking on tougher jobs, well, the more experienced the runner, the higher the rates. I am going to pay a percentage of what I earn. Screw you, I don't speculate. Okay, in that case, I can pay the runners up front. Excellent. We agree on terms. I've got some runners on call if you've got any special requests. Yeah, let's see them. Oh, Shannon Halfsky already joined me. Got Deckers. Yeah, let's get a mage. And do I want to take someone else right now? Yeah, let's get a troll samurai too. Sounds great. You return to the docks to meet Shannon Halfsky. Although the Ripper's latest victim was her brother, but Shannon appears cool and professional, a consummate runner by birth, if not by trade. She'll get the job done, and hopefully one of the hearth spirits in this place can point you towards the Ripper. Dealing with spirits can be tricky business, but when they deliver, it's pure platinum. One doesn't have to be an Amerindian shaman to summon and control spirits. Anyone with magic talent can do it. But Shannon seems to have a particular connection to the spirit world. As you approach the gate, you know something's not right. The docks, already strange and uncomfortable at night, trigger the need for caution. Then you see it. The guards are missing, and the gate's been smashed in. Dun dun dun. I don't think I need to change any of my gear. And everyone else seems to come with gear. So it's like we're going to find out. About time you showed up. Looks like we weren't the only ones who wanted to take advantage of the situation. A bunch of mercs have locked down the area. I don't think they're here for us, though. My guess is that something worth a bit of coin is left in that warehouse. Shouldn't be much of a problem. Well, it was for Lone Star. They're all dead. Hope you're a better shot than they are. Uh-oh. Huh? You there? This block is off limits. There's we've got a gas leak on the docks here. No loitering. This guy doesn't look like one of the hired mercenaries. Hey, are you even listening? Get out of here. I'm not here for you. Just let me through. Look, guy, I didn't want to have to do this. Dun dun dun. There's dead security everywhere. Fan out and secure the area. Let's try using some magic. So I do wish there was a way to speed up combat on this. It is a little slow. Oh, that didn't take him out. How do I guess that works. As soon as the last merc hits the ground, the docks become eerily silent. Okay, apparently can't go through any of that. You head inside the darkened warehouse with Shannon. Her eyes have that far off gaze associated with looking into the astral plane. When the world changed, the Native American tribes made a resurgence as well, demanding a place in the new world. They got it. The Salishi Council now represents 8.6 million Amerindians across a multitude of tribes Salish, Makah, Sinsarach, and others. They've adapted to the awakening better than the other nations, thanks to a deeper connection to the world, both physical and spiritual. You can see that connection alive in Shannon now. You notice the shift in her focus as she returns to the present. She nods to you. She can sense the spirits in this place. Now you just need to find them. Find that data or we're dead meat. So keep Shannon alive and defeat the runners. Let's see here. I think I've got a grenade. Oh. Looks like it requires 2 actions for a grenade. So much for that idea. Okay, line of fire apparently does not go through multiple targets. Am I missing someone? Ah, there's our last one. Oh, there's 2. 3. I'm actually going to go over here for a minute. Jeez. She's getting wrecked. Let's see. Ares flight recorder. I will now summon the spirit. The air grows cold and the spirits of dead children coalesce from the vapor of your breath. Their cherubic faces are burned and their lips quiver as if they are about to cry. But their eyes are round and vacant, and they glare at you now, unblinking. We are the innocents who have perished in the flames, choking on smoke as we fell from the sky, crying for our mothers. You bring anchors to your world, which was once home to us, and we will use them to testify. Show the first magical fetish to the spirits. We no longer see the world of flesh, Seeker, only the essence and auras of living things. Words, though, words may echo through the veil, and sometimes we may hear them. Last night, this place was filled with a scream that went on, drawing us to it. It was a man crying out for a witness as he died. And so we came to bear witness, but fled in terror before the malevolent spirit that profaned the man's remains. This spirit was other. It was not of this place. It had twisted its way through the veil and through the dark to come here. Show the second. When the other had gone and we returned to our vigil, we found two creatures of flesh. One you would call an elf, unsullied by technology and able to channel the energies of the cosmos, yet his spirit was corrupted from within. He was dark and twisted, yet not like the other. So we did not flee. The second we knew to be a troll, ribbons of his essence had been flayed from him, leaving cold machinery behind. His aura was the aura of one simple and confused. Between elf and troll lay the remains of the man whose sister now chants to us for justice. The elf, his essence remains in this place where the man died. Something has been left behind, a small part of him perhaps. Spirit, can you tell us any more? The spirits begin to fade, all but the one. Its eyes harden and it takes full measure of you as if to commit everything about you to memory. No, we must not stay. With the spirits gone, the young shaman releases her hold on the magical tether connecting her to the other realm. She reels from the backlash, or perhaps from the emotional toll of knowing her brother's last moments. They saw him. They were with him when he died. You all right? No, but I will be. I don't want that for him. Not what those poor souls have endured. My brother deserves to be free. Let's see. He is free. What we do now, we do for the living. Thank you. And you're right. This isn't over yet. We have to find that piece of the elf spirit spoke. That piece of the elf the spirit spoke of. It's our best hope of stopping this. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Blood. This is what the spirits wanted us to find. The piece of my brother's killer. It's not much, but it's enough. She scowls at it, looking every bit like she intends to reach through the small sample and dismember its owner from afar. And perhaps she can. Can you track him with that? I can, given enough time. But I'm still feeling quite drained. I'll need to rest before I can try anything so involved. When I'm able, I'll commune with Bear, consult the spirits, and do what must be done. But in the meantime, you might take some portion of the sample to pursue a more conventional avenue of attack. I have some friends who might be able to help. Good. Let me know if you learn anything about this elf and troll pair. And should you find them, I want to be there when they are brought low. I want to see the light leave their eyes. For my brother. As I'll see what I can do. Dun dun dun. When you return to the Seamstresses Union in the early hours of the morning, it seems a completely different place. Bereft of the normal crowd that haunts it, the bar feels desolate, almost abandoned. It's eerie like the back hallways of hotels and shopping malls. But you finally have a break in your case, a sample of the Ripper's blood. You just need to find someone to help you analyze it. All right, back to the Seamstresses Union, and I think we will call it there for the day. And I missed that text. So let's see here. Whoa, back up to 20 karma. Spend some. Let's get some more body. And 2 more rifle. Save and quit. All right. Well, that was part 6. So I have no idea how long this is going to take me, but thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please do give it a thumbs up. And as always, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I do try to put out at least a few videos a week covering all sorts of tabletop gaming content. I am working on some reviews of some Shadowrun products, so hopefully that will interest you, obviously, if you are here to watch Shadowrun Returns. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and we will talk to you next time.